Ryan Gosling has been a little busy lately collecting awards from one of his most recent projects, Barbie, playing as Ken. And while he did an exceptional job in that role, not only does he have other projects lined up with the Fall Guy, but there is reports of him being a part of a Marvel project. Now, there have been a fair amount of interviews with Ryan Gosling constantly talking about wanting to join the MCU.
Talk about manifesting.
Okay.
So the Russo brothers, there's the joke of you being a Ken doll in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then that was before you were even casted as Ken.
Yeah.
Then you become Ken doll in
Yeah.
the new movie. Manifesting things. Do you think maybe they might be manifesting you into the MCU? You know, when it comes to Russo
I hope
brothers
so.
movies.
First of all, I think they felt my energy.
Yeah.
You know,
It was a surprise to everybody, including Ryan, that he won for the best song in the film I'm Just Ken.
Ryan Gosling winning Best Reaction at the 2024 Critics' Choice Awards.
look at me. You see how hard I'm kenning?
The actor's power ballad, I'm Just Ken, in the highly acclaimed Barbie film, nabbed the Best Song honors Sunday night. And people can't stop talking about Ryan's completely honest expression during the big moment.
And while he probably won another award for the very honest expression when the winner was announced for that category, like we said before, there has been numerous interviews with him talking about the possibility of going into Marvel. And while he has talked about wanting to play Ghost Rider, there were rumors even back then, and Kevin Feige himself even came forward and brought his name up.
Ryan wants to be Ghost Rider. What else? Who else?
Well, we know Norman Reedus, so what do you think?
Gosling's unbelievable. Boy, that's a bad omen.
That is a bad omen.
Oh man, see? We're not supposed. Ryan doesn't want us to talk about
He
it.
does want us to talk about
Oh,
it.
he does?
He actively said, I want to talk about it.
Ryan's amazing. I'd love to find a place for him in the MCU. He's dressed up as Ken on Venice Beach and gets more press than giant movies coming out that week.
Ryan Gosling was one of the many names said to be in line to play Doctor Doom in the upcoming Fantastic Four reboot, and while he is no longer expected to be in contention for that particular role, a recent rumor claimed that he might just be in talks to play Nova. Randomly chosen to become a member of the Nova Corps until the Annihilation wave destroyed them all, leaving him imbued with their combined power and guided by the super intelligent world mind computer, Richard Rider wages a one-man battle for justice as Nova. And looking at the comic book character of Nova and his physique, it does look like Gosling could play this character very easily. Gosling hasn't really seemed too excited about the prospect of playing a superhero or joining the MCU in previous interviews, although he did mention Ghost Rider as one character he might be interested in taking a crack at. However, since it has been played by a different actor twice already, he doesn't know what the waiting period is on that as far as switching main actors. I think they felt my 𝘨𝘪𝘵, he said about the Avengers Infinity War and Endgame directors. They must have felt it before I did. I hope they can manifest this MCU thing. I think that would be cool. Kevin Feige said something interesting about the character back in 2021. Timing is relative, right? I think I'd be talking about Doctor Strange 8 years before that movie came out, so immediate potential is relative. But clearly we are not shying away from the cosmic end of storytelling, right in the sweet spot of the Nova Corps and Nova himself.
You working with the Russos, though, it just kind of made me pause and I feel like you're one of the few major actors left that hasn't dipped his toe in the world of Marvel or DC. They had to have, over the last 15 years we've been watching these movies, like they had to have come after you at some point, right? Like, so have you just been saying no? Is that just what's been going on?
I've been wanting to do one, it's always like, it's like what one, you know?
Sure.
I always thought that, Ghost Rider was the coolest.
Sure.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What did you think about all this, and what do you hope from this character, or do you think he will play Nova for sure? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
When we were doing phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, there were less projects over more years.
Right.
And they were smaller projects and individual character stories, and it felt appropriate at that point that after every 2 or 3 years that it took for a phase, we would do an Avengers film.
Right.
As 4, 5, and 6 were coming together, there are more projects in less years because of all the amazing stuff we're now allowed to do on Disney+.